Hello, ladies and gents. Welcome to a new series of Pokemon FireRed Furious Flames hack. As always, this is Ander, and yes, we're mixing it up a little bit more, and we're introducing Pokemans and all that good stuff. It's been a while since I've actually played one of these games all the way through, but I'm confident I'll get through it this time. As I said at the start, this is not your typical FireRed version that some of you may be used to. This is actually a hack of the game, and I'll explain what that is in a minute. It's not a hack as in, oh, it's going to be super easy and you guys are going to be bored because I'm going to be so uber. Actually, quite the opposite. In this hack of the game, there's going to be a few changes that are a little different than what you're probably used to. The two that I chose this hack for, I did have to do a little bit of hunting to find it, but the two big changes are all 386 Pokemon available and Generation 3 are available in this game, and no trading evolutions are in this version. All of them have been changed to based on level up or some sort of stone, if you're familiar with how Pokemon work. But big reason why I chose it. Also, the difficulty of the game is severely increased. A lot of the gym leaders now have 6 Pokemon, and it's a lot more intense overall. It's not stupidly easy like the original games were. So I'm really excited to play this. I've only played a little bit of it so far, but it seems a lot harder. There have been a few tweaks to the Pokemon, and I'm going to leave it at the screen while I talk to you guys about what the hack has to offer. But back to its features, there are changes to some of the Pokemon, some of which I was not very excited about. Most notably, I think 80 of the Pokemon have had their base stats uppity-upped, and they're a lot stronger. For instance, if you're familiar with any of the Pokemons, Butterfree and Beedrill used to be very weak in the original games, arguably, but their stats have been up now, so they are more usable, as have many other Pokemon. Not all of them, but some of the weaker ones for sure. In addition, some of the abilities have been changed or added to, which I think is great. Some of the abilities for some of the Pokemons were kind of bland, and other abilities would have fit them just as well and helped them out a little bit. But there have been some changes I was not too excited about. There were changes to some of the moves and how many PP they cost, or how many times you can use it without having to go to a Pokemon Center. Wasn't too excited about that, but you know, it's ignorable. I can deal with it. Some of the changes, there were changes to just a very few select Pokemon about what their genders would be. Most of the time it's 50-50 what gender the Pokemon will be, and I say Pokemans. I know they're Mons, but calling them Mans for now. A few changes to their genders. Some of them now have a 100% chance of being one gender, which kind of fits some of them a little better, like Mr. Mime. Doesn't make sense for it to be a girl if it's Mr. Mime, so now it's 100% of being a male, even though it may not make sense in terms of breeding, but hey, we'll go with it. Let's see what else. I think the last noticeable changes are, and the ones that I probably hate the most, even though they are probably the smallest, are they changed the typing on some of the Pokemons. Most notably, Pinsir, if you guys are familiar with, is now a Steel Fighting type, which that really irks me for some reason. It's kind of a small change, but regardless, it does get on my nerves just a little bit. But I think that's about all you guys need to hear about right now. This is going to be really fun. It's going to be difficult. I don't really have any self-imposed rules like some people do, but I might do that in a vanilla version of the game if you guys so desire, but I think first this playthrough, see how you guys like it. If you've actually made it this far and you're not a Pokemon fan, or I'll stop saying that, a Pokemon fan, I don't really know what to tell you. This game is really fun, so I hope you do give it a chance, but obviously, you know, if you just hate them to death, please don't watch, because you probably won't enjoy what you see, but hopefully for the rest of you that do enjoy them, let's start our adventure. Professor Oak, as always. I do have a speed up button, so I'm going to go ahead and use this, because dialogue does take a while to get through. If I'm moving too fast for you and you can't see the dialogue, feel free to pause. Yes, we know, Oak. We've probably seen you all about 1,000 times. If you guys have played the original, I am definitely a boy. If you guys haven't noticed, I still have kind of a stuffy nose, but hopefully I'm getting over that. My name is Ander. A-N-D-E-R. Okay. Yup. And my rival. What are we gonna name my rival? I'm not gonna be like some people. Some people come up with some let's say it, really creative names. I'll leave it at that for our rival. Really creative. What are we gonna name him? Gonna name him some sort of weird name. How about we name him? Let's see. Lowercase. Lost. Oh wait. Only 7 characters. Maybe it's gonna do Lost Face. How about we go with huge need uppercase again. Huge ego. There we go. Sounds good to me. Is huge ego, because that's what he has. And he'll have one for the whole game, and it'll never fade until I finally pulverize that guy into the ground over and over again. Yes, our adventure is about to begin, and here we go. So, my room. Can't remember in this version, do I get a free potion? I think I might. Yes, I do. Free potion, I'll take that. Not sure why the item storage is really there. I've never gotten to a point where I had to actually deposit items, but you never know. Talking to my mom. Yeah, I know he's looking for me. He's always looking for me. Creep. So, Pallet Town, my hometown, only 4 buildings. Most of these guys are going to tell me really breaking the fourth wall things. No, not you, but this girl, she will. What are you telling me? Read what? Read what? What, Pallet Town, or is it this sign you want me to read? Not breaking the fourth wall at all. Good job. No, they're not. They're really not. Anyone in here? No, of course not. Just huge ego. Of course he's not. Can I just steal one and get on my way? Come on, Ander. You gotta work up some courage if you want to get anywhere in this world. Well, let's just... Oh, stopped. Wow, what a surprise. It's Professor Oak. Please, lead me back to the lab I was just at, even though you were nowhere in sight when I was exploring. And I put exploring in the largest quotes possible. It's only a town of 4 buildings. It's not that hard to look around in. Okay, what do you got to say to me? Of course you're fed up, because you have a huge ego, I told you that. 3 Pokemon. You get to choose one. What? No, to be fair, he was here first. Like, maybe he should go. He can choose. Man, please. Please. Go. Please choose. Oh. Okay, well, in my mind, there's no doubt that I would like to choose it is my favorite starter of all time, out of all 5 generations. Not gonna lie, and its fully evolved form is probably in my top 3 favorite Pokemon, if not Generation 1 of all time. That's Bulbasaur. Love this guy. Some people like him least of the 3 starters, but I don't know, there's something about him. Maybe it's because he's number 1 in the Pokédex. But I just love this guy. He's a great starter. Always choose him, unless I'm doing... Sometimes I have chosen Squirtle if I want to roll through the game pretty fast, because Squirtle is a little more offensive, but also balanced at the same time. Bulbasaur. What are we going to name him? Let's call him Bulby for now. I might change it. I like to choose German names usually, but not sure if I'll do that on this run. We'll see. I can always change them later if I want to. Okay, he's going to take a Charmander, of course, a check to my Bulbasaur. And now we're going to duel where he'll certainly KO me. Except not, because he has a huge ego. Let's go, Pokemon fight. First one, guys. Take it home. If you guys aren't familiar with how Pokemon work, basically you catch different Pokemon, you battle them by doing different attacks. You can have up to 4 attacks. You can use items on your turn instead of attacking. There are different stats. There's HP, attack, defense, special attack, special defense, and speed. Most of those are fairly explanatory, except speed determines the order in which Pokemon move, so it's kind of a big deal. But it's fairly. If you also need some explanation, if you're reading the dialogue, that'll definitely help you. But it's a fairly simple RPG. And I only have 1 move. That's really weird. Why do I only have 1 move? Usually I have Growl, but I do suppose that is because of the hack. But let's go ahead and tackle. I am faster, so I do outspeed him. That did a decent chunk. That he did a very decent chunk, and he's going to Growl, which will lower my attack, and that means I can do less with the physical moves, which Tackle definitely is. No matter, I'm going to keep attacking though. He's going to go for Scratch, does 4, so that's a, 5-hit KO. See who can kill the other first. Looking like he might surpass me, but if he uses Growl, he definitely won't. Looks like I'll be able to take him down without using a potion, which is great. Assuming he didn't get a critical hit there, which I think in this version of Pokemon does 2 times damage, but I'm not quite sure. It does change from generation to generation, I do believe. And I do get 69 XP, and that's going to be enough to level up. Awesome. Rival huge ego. What? Unbelievable. $80? How does this... Or I guess they're not dollars. What would you call it? Poké dollars? I guess that's good enough to call it. I like how he says excellent, but it turns out if you lose to this guy, he's like all depressed and like, oh, why couldn't you beat him? It's like, dude, it's your grandson. Why don't you like him? I mean, I can see why you wouldn't, but it's still your grandson, dude. You better make it battle. I have no idea what this guy is going to get later on, because this is a new hack, which I've never played, but yeah, we'll see. What do you want me to do? I don't really... Do I have a task? I mean, I know what I have to do, but did he actually tell me? I don't know if he did. Can I get the... Yeah, I did. I won. Totally beat him. Even though it was kind of close, but I mean, it's starting Pokemons. Do I have full health? I do. So, let's go check out what Pokemons we can see in the wild. Ooh, kind of Lotad early on. This is definitely not something you would see on the very first route, I guess you could call it. in Pokemans. I gotta stop saying that, Pokemon. But yeah, this is a grass water type, but I should take it down because it's only a level 3. And my doing pretty decent damage with the tackle considering it's a very weak move. And we're just trading some attacks here. He's gonna go for a growl, lower my attack. I don't think it matters, it should still be a 2-hit kill from this point. Hopefully, it might not now because he used the second one, but we'll see here. There is some randomness in the damage done. There's what people call min-max damage. So there is a little variance, not a lot, but there is a little. But I do KO, and that's almost enough for a level up. Let's get to level 7 just for fun. And Pidgey, this is something you typically see in this route. Pidgey and Rattata. Pretty weak Pokemon, but once they evolve, they become decent. Fairly okay. He's gonna go for a tackle as well. We're just gonna trade tackles here, I think. Yep. Kind of boring at the start because, you know, everything has pretty basic moves, like tackle. Nothing special about it, it's just weak. And that's gonna get me a level up, level 7. So when I level up, you can see I do get some stats there on the side. HP obviously gives me more HP. Attack, I do more damage with physical moves. Defense, I take physical moves better. Special attack, I do more with special moves, which I'm not sure when I get a special move here on my Bulby, but special defense, obviously I take the special attacks better and speed. I have a better chance of moving first. And I do learn Leech Seed, which is a pretty good attack. Actually, I think we could probably survive another battle, so let's go hunting around in the wild for another Pokemon. You find a Hoot-Hoot, not something you typically find. But even though this shouldn't be very effective against it, let's go ahead and Leech Seed this guy, so you guys can see what it does. Basically, I'm going to get HP back at the end of every turn due to Leech Seed, and it's going to do damage to him, like that. And it's just a little bit, but you know, in a long-term fight, that could make a difference. And if I switch out, if I had another Pokemon, I could switch out and it would still apply. But if he switches out, ooh, critical hit. Does 2 times the damage, I think. But if he switches out, the Leech Seed does come off. And that's going to be a KO due to the Leech Seed, which is awesome. And that's going to be a feint. Let's go for another battle. Let's just get level 8, just so maybe we can see some new guys. Sentret. Another basic Pokemon. I actually kind of like its evolved form Furret. I do like that one a lot. Wish I had Pokeballs to catch it. I really do hope you guys do know a little bit about the game, because otherwise this probably doesn't make a lot of sense, but pretty basic game to pick up on, so hopefully as time goes on you guys will see different types and just understand how the game works. He's actually doing a decent amount with that scratch. 3 hit points, but the Leech Seed definitely going to make up for that. This guy can take hits pretty well, I'm not going to lie. Being a level 4 and me being a level 7 is taking them pretty well. And let's just finish this guy off. And I miss, but the Leech Seed will still KO it. Defense Curl, that raises its defense, but that's not going to matter because of the Leech Seed. And that's going to take it down. Hopefully that'll give me a level up. 32 experience, and you can see the XP bar right below my HP. But, yep, +2 attack, +2 special attack seems good. Let's actually retrace our steps and go back home, though, to heal up. Because our mom will heal our Bulby to full health, and I think we're going to need it here, because I haven't played too much of this, but I do know there is a tough battle coming up. Let's go over here. And back the way we came, we're going to go further down Route 1. And real quickly, what we're going to do is we're going to save our game. This is a little immersion breaking, but that did save right. Yes, it did. And let's... Oops, wild battle. Unlucky. Rattata. Pretty typical. Let's run away this time. Don't need to fight you. What have you got against me? In this version, we do have 2 rivals, and it is May from the 3rd generation anime series. Yes, you come from Hoenn. I know. Professor Oak gave you an adorable Pokemon. Let me show you. Oh no. But I do know what it is. This is actually the farthest I've gotten. I was just playtesting it. And it is an Eevee. Eevees are pretty special. They're pretty good Pokemon because they can evolve into, well, I think it's 5 different Pokemon in this generation, which is pretty unusual. Let's just set up our Leech Seed here. So we're going to want that damage, or that health coming back every turn. She's going to go for Tackle. That does quite a bit of damage. So I get 2 back for every 5 she does. Hopefully I can do a decent amount with Tackle though. That's an okay amount, but she's doing 5 every turn. That's, I think, better than what I'm doing. But that Leech Seed will help. This is going to be a Tackle spam fest here. That's the beginning of the game. Oh, she has Tail Whip, which is kind of scary. Lowers my defense. That means she can do even more with her Tackle. Means I'm going to want to take this Eevee out pretty quickly. And down the Eevee goes. Ooh, I was thinking it would live with like 1 health. But I do take it out and maybe level up? Oh, not quite. Not quite. Yeah, that was fun. Except I beat you. 500 Poké Dollars. A lot more generous than my other rival. Stock up on supplies, yup. Oh, trust me, next time I won't just have 1 Pokemon. Oh, trust me. I know you give out freebies, come back here. Yeah, give me a sample. That's what I wanted. Now I got 2 potions. Bagging all them potions. Okay. Let's advance to the next city. What do you want? I don't know. What do you want? Wild Pokemon. Another Sentret. Might as well take it out. Let's actually speed up this battle just because we can. And that does distort the sound, but just make it go by a little faster. I may do some grinding off camera. I'll definitely let you guys know when I do. But I'll try not to do too much, but this game is difficult, so I may need to do some. Not gonna say I'm not gonna do any, but another level up, good. And we'll just fast forward here. Okay. What are you doing? What? Yes? Yes. No. Dream Eater. Okay. But why are you standing outside the Pokemon Center? I want to go in. Caterpillar? No. They're Weedle and Caterpie. That's all you guys need to know. Okay, so I believe I need to go in here. Yup. Just talking to him. Ooh, an order. What's in it? But what's in it? Not gonna tell me. What? Talk to me. Yeah, well, that's why I got 2. Faux free. Faux free, man. Antidotes, those are pretty useful. Especially in speedruns or challenge modes when you can't really afford to go to a Pokemon Center every time you get poisoned. Which we'll get to later, maybe. Is this the Pokemon School? It is. All you need to know, guys, from here. Poison does damage over time. Burn does damage over time and halves the attack of a Pokemon. Paralyze has the speed, and sometimes it can't move. Sleep, Pokemon can't move at all for 1 to 5 turns. Am I missing anything? Toxic is like poison, but the longer your Pokemon stays in, the more damage it does every turn. We'll return to Pallet Town here. Am I forgetting anything else? Probably. Can't think of anything right now, though. There's minor ones like confusion, which means sometimes there's a 50-50 chance you hit yourself instead of the opponent, which sucks. Oh, I forgot freeze. Freeze, is like sleep. Your Pokemon can't move at all. It's pretty rare to get, though. Let's go and deliver the parcel to Professor Oak. Your old Pokemon, really? It's level 5, it couldn't have been that old. Don't lie to me. Okay, so we got that parcel. And here comes Huge Ego again. What do you want? Alright, you didn't give us our Pokédexes, so I can start filling it up. Unfortunately, the Pokemon that aren't in the first generation won't be in this Pokédex, so I can't really look them up, I don't think, because I need the national dex for that. But it's kind of a small detail, probably doesn't affect you guys or me too much. Not till later. Really actually not that useful. The main point of the game, I guess, besides... I mean, there's 2 overall goals. One of them is to beat the Elite Four, which are the top Pokemon trainers. And the other one is to complete the Pokédex, which means catching every single Pokemon, which I actually can in this version. Usually you couldn't. Just because that's Nintendo's like, gotta buy both games and go to our events and get event Pokemon, yay! And I'm like, no, not happening. But yeah, after some dialogue, if you guys really wanted to see that, feel free to pause, but I've seen it a lot. Basically, just being a huge ego, like he usually is. And actually, did I get... See, this is what I get for... oops. Didn't mean to do that. Did I get Pokeballs? I think I did, didn't I? Yes, I did. I got 5, so I can catch Pokemon, should I wish. Maybe if we find something good. Actually, a Nidoran would eventually evolve into a Nidoqueen. Decisions. Might as well get it. Or try and get it, at least. Leech Seed would be a bad idea for catching it. Let's just tackle it until it gets to low health. Basically, catching Pokemon is trying to afflict them with a status ailment, which I can't at this point, or get them to low health. Usually doing both is the best chance to succeed, and then throw a Pokeball or something like it at it and hope you catch it. Kind of chance-based, but you can do a lot to severely... Oh, and I get a critical hit, which KOs it. Oh, I got trolled there. Didn't want that to happen. That is one of the risks of just doing tackle over and over again, though. What do we get this time? Poochyena. Actually, I might take a Poochyena too. I believe that's a dark normal type. Which would be useful, I think. I actually do a lot of damage. I'm not going to be able to do another one. Let's actually set up the Leech Seed and then... Because I'm not dying for a Poochyena. Or is it just Poochyena? Whatever. Pronunciation's sometimes hard with these guys. That, I think we can... Actually, let's stall it out some more. So it's gonna fail because it's already set up. You can keep tackling me. I just want you to get into the red zone, hopefully. Something close to it. Actually, that's probably low enough. And let's try a Pokeball. Hopefully we get it. Don't want to waste more than one. Waste more than one. And we do get it, which is awesome. And Give a nickname? Not right now. Not right now. But let's head back into Viridian City, and I think we'll wrap up the episode here, guys. I'm thinking for this series, since this is a pretty long game, half-hour episodes should be fairly reasonable for you guys. So, as always, let me know what your feedback on this is. If you're not a Pokemon fan, don't leave hate comments. I personally love the series. Some of the later generations I'm not as big of a fan of, but I still love it. So, yep, don't hate. Haters gonna hate. But that is all for me, guys, for this episode. And when we come back, might do a little grinding, might not, but no more Pokemon will be caught. You have my word on that. But until next time, guys, this is me signing off. Bye, guys.